Hey homeschool friends, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a day in our life. And so I have not done a day in the life of my kindergarten twins yet this year, and it's coming on the end of the year, so I thought I would document some of it for you as well as for me. I like to look back on some of these videos, and you'll see that we mainly use the Abeka program for phonics and math. We use Sonlight for history and science, and so come along with us. Come along with us as I show you how things go, how I juggle twins, and just kindergarten, which is really, honestly, a delightful year. So hi, my name is Angie. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back, all the things. And so like I said, we're going to be doing a kindergarten day in the life. So a few things. My kindergartners are 6. They turn 6 in November, so they're kind of right in that perfect age range for kindergarten. They're doing really well, and I'm so proud of them. And so let's just hop in. Let's hop into a little bit of what happens in our day. And so for a little reference, I won't be starting our day in the life until after Bible breakfast. And so for my twins, they just listen to what I'm reading. The Bible readings we're doing, the scripture memory that we're trying to memorize with my older kids that are doing Sonlight HBLC. And so they're just around for that. I have yet to add kind of their own Bible curriculum. I feel like they're getting some stuff, and that's been wonderful. And you can kind of see the first thing I do is I collect all of our materials, because it does take a little bit, especially when I use Abeka. There are a lot of materials. I have made a number of videos about the phonics, so I'll link that above. But recently I just made one about Abeka math, and so I'll link that as well if you're curious about all of these different materials. I mean, granted, you're going to see me use some of them, but not all of them, because it kind of varies per day. And so I'm collecting everything. I'm looking through the instructor's guide, especially for Abeka stuff. And honestly, sometimes I will prep and pull resources the day before. Not like the night before, because I can't, like once my brain is turned off, but usually kind of as I'm cleaning up homeschool for the day, I'll prep the Abeka stuff for the next day just because it makes it a lot simpler. Because you can see we use a lot of stuff. And now I hop in with the teaching section. And just so you know, I'm only working with one of my twins during these clips. And then I literally do all of this again, especially the Abeka stuff, not science and stuff. We do that obviously together. But everything I show you here, I turn around and I repeat it, because it's just, I have found that that's what works really well. We always start with kind of a really good warm-up. Abeka's great at that, is just to continually warm up what we've been learning. And it's perfect for these ages because it's hard to remember all of these phonics things and remember the 1-vowel rule and the 2-vowel rule and all of that. And then we were also working on some new special sounds here, as well as reviewing some of the older ones. So I want you to go quickly through this. Okay, we have some special sounds we've learned. We're going to learn 2 more special sounds. Are you ready? But the first thing I want you to do is look at these cards and see if you can remember our old ones. K, as in?
Duck.
Duck. Good. What about this one?
In play.
Yes. What about this? This is a little harder. It's not yeah. It's I. You remembered. So this, what do you think that says then? What's that special sound? Fur. Fur, fur, fur. In frog. Fur. Let's try a couple others. How about I pick this one? Fur. Frost. Excellent. Okay, the next sound is what? Tur. So this says tur, tur, tur in train. Okay, what does it say again? Tur. So when we see this, we circle it and we say tur. So let's practice a couple. Ready? What about this one? Tur.
Look, that has 2 special ones.
It does have 2 special sounds. You can go downstairs and play if you want, or get something. Let's do one that has 2 vowels. Tricky, tricky. What's this one?
I know what is it.
What is it? Tur.
Yeah.
E. Treat. Good job, kiddo. I was also going through some of these blend cards, which is something that is unique to Abeka, and some educators don't like the fact that we're working on blending like FR and short I, right? It doesn't actually make a word. It just makes a blend, but I think it's okay. It just helps them practice blending that first part of the word together, and it helps their reading be more fluid. Tro. And so that was really the lesson for phonics for the day. And then we go into his worksheets. And with Abeka, that's often, if there is a worksheet in kindergarten, which there isn't always, there's two sides. There's one side I do with them, and then there's one side that they do themselves. And then we moved into math, and I believe, if I remember right, we had a test that day, or assessment, if you will, which for me is not a big deal. We just kind of do it together, and it's helpful for me to kind of see where they're at. Section 1, so the first section of these three, see these three? Circle 37. Good. Next one, 72. Of these three. Wait, 1, 2, 3. So which one says 72? Good. Of the next set, 1, 2, 3. Which one says 96? Okay, and the next section, which one says 12? Good. And then this next section here, just add those. You're really good at your facts. And so we worked through that, and that was it for Abeka, but only for now, because you'll see shortly we'll do the reader section. I just don't want to add that on here. This seems like plenty of good head work for my kindergartners, because they will get tired and not want to do as much. And if that happens, I also start crossing things off on their worksheets. It's kind of a day-by-day assessment for me as to how much of that I have to do. So that's really the heart of the day. And I believe on this day, I didn't even include any writing, or I might have at the very beginning. I can't remember my clips now, but we have finished our handwriting program, and so we have moved into just practicing their names as well as practicing writing their numbers. They are really struggling with their numbers, and I noticed that when we do math worksheets. So I found some resources and printed them off and put them in page protectors, and we'll just plan on using those resources until the end of the year. And so we headed into science next, where we were talking about the rainbow, and we have some worksheets. Okay, so this says rainbows. We usually see light as white, but it's actually a mixture of different colors. Did you know that? Have you guys ever heard the Roy G. Biv?
No.
Anybody? That's how you know the order of the rainbow colors. Red, orange, yellow. The first letters are Roy, R-O-Y. Roy G, that's his middle name. Biv is his last name, B-I-V. Roy G. Biv. That's how you know blue comes before indigo and violet. First question, true or false? Light has no color.
False.
False, it has lots of colors, right? And in this case, my other twin wanted to be a part of this video, and so I was like, well, you can help out with the worksheet for science. And so he got to do that, and he was very proud of himself and went on to color the rainbow and all of those things. And then we moved into a Dinosaur book, which we're currently kind of taking a step back from the Sonlight HBLK for just a little bit to do dinosaurs, because they're super interested in it. And what we had planned for the Living Long Ago book, which was scheduled, was more of kind of something I didn't think they would be as interested in. It was like clothing throughout the ages or something to that notion. And so we just decided to take that over with some dinosaurs, and we're reading Magic School Bus books. They just love these. So the frizz pointed to some dinosaurs that were hunting on the banks of a river. Their names are Cleophas Cleophysis, she said. These early dinosaurs were small and light. The giant dinosaurs didn't develop until later. And so it says fossil teeth that tell what dinosaurs ate. It says sharp, pointy teeth came from meat eaters. And then the last thing I showed a clip of is one of my twins reading. Now he's doing so well, and they both are really. They're just a little different, which is just really fun and interesting to see.
Jack can read. Eat him read.
Oh, you're good. What's this word?
Read.
Read.
Look.
No. Read.
Well.
Read well.
Will. Jack. Will hug Dad. What?
You didn't even have to sound those out. You just read them. Give me an up top high five. Like the one I showed you here, he's getting pretty fluid. He's kind of reading pretty well for what we're working on, and so he's just right on. As is, I feel like my other twin, he's just a little bit more distractible, is I guess the best word. He wants to learn how to read and he's super excited, so it's not pushback in that way. He's just easily distractible, and you kind of have to focus him, like bring him back. Look at the words, look at the letters, and when he does that, he does really well. And especially when we started reading our little readers, like the one he's reading in these clips, when we read them more and more, like we'll read them at night, we'll read them on the weekends, to the point where they're just kind of used to it. The repetition of it is really good. Even if they push back, they're like, we've already read these. And I was like, no, you'll like it. And then they find that they read it faster and they're really proud of themselves. So that's a pretty good glimpse into our kindergarten. You guys, it's not that much. I don't know if that seemed like a lot or not very much to you, but to me, it's covering the important subjects first and right away. And if we don't happen to get to reading our dinosaur book, then we don't. But we make sure to hit the things that are most important. So that's what I wanted to show you guys and just kind of document in this day in the life. So I hope it was enjoyable. Let me know if you have any questions or if you are thinking of starting to homeschool a kindergartner. I've been through kindergarten now 3 times, and so let me know down below if you have any questions, because I have definitely learned some things. Although, I mean, every family's different, so you know. But anyway, that's all I have. So give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to the channel if you want to. But otherwise, you guys, I'll see you in the next homeschool video. All right, take care.